The fashion world has lost an icon. Giorgio Armani has passed away at the age of 91, leaving us to reflect on how one movie would end up changing his career and catapulting him into the mainstream. On September 4th, the news was announced by Giorgio Armani's company brand pages across social media. Giorgio Armani created his brand in Milan, Italy in 1975, which grew into a major fashion house throughout its years and even extended his business into the beauty industry. Giorgio Armani is revered in the fashion industry for how he transformed men's and women's business wear, particularly how he feminized the men's suit and gave a masculine take to women's wear, pushed forward a more gender-fluid design language that fashion desperately needed in the workplace at the time, to make men more smooth and women more confident. Giorgio's career didn't start off in fashion. He actually originally was working on getting a degree in medicine, but would drop out and end up enlisting in the army, and eventually he'd end up working in retail and worked his way up the ranks. When it came to Giorgio's education in fashion, well, he learned it out in the field. Giorgio would go on to work for Italian designers like Nino Cerruti, Sergio Galeotti, and eventually would bet on himself. In 1980, Giorgio Armani would catapult himself into the American market and onto the mainstream screen, but he dressed Richard Gere from head to toe throughout the film American Gigolo. He'd also tailored films like Casino, Goodfellas, The Wolf of Wall Street, and more, cementing himself as a pillar in pop culture. Giorgio Armani's popularity would skyrocket in the 80s, and your favorite models would be seen strutting down the runway at his shows, and he dressed some of the biggest celebrities. More recently, Giorgio Armani collaborated for the first time ever with Kith in 2024. The Archetype collection had 4 major faces to push the campaign, which included award-winning filmmaker Martin Scorsese, Lakeith Stanfield, Pierce Brosnan, and Kith's very own founder, CEO, and creative director Ronnie Fieg. The success of his fashion house would lead Giorgio to become a multi-billionaire and to be remembered for his impact on the fashion industry. Thanks for watching!